up? It's your boy Jay Birdie Seva Sundar coming at you this Monday night. Ooh, it's Monday. Hope everyone had a nice weekend. So we're gonna kind of pick up where we left off last Wednesday, last Hump Day, in having some fun, doing some mini readings, playing some games, and all that stuff. So it's gonna be a good little time. I wanted to come back tonight because I don't know if I'm going to have a chance to do the Hump Day readings this week, so we're going to get them done tonight instead. And also just have a nice little visit. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope everyone's had a nice weekend. I was not ready for the week to begin today. I had quite a nice little weekend. Went and on Saturday, Saturday wasn't so great. Sunday was much better. On Saturday, my team lost. The Gators, I'm a Florida Gators fan, and they got upset Saturday night against LSU, who is it's a rival. It's sort of a college football rivalry game in the Southeastern Conference, and it was a really good game. It went back and forth, and then at the last, with 20 seconds left, LSU kicked a field goal and beat the Gators. It sucked. It was no fun, but other than that, Saturday was not bad. That was just not a fun way to end Saturday. And then Sunday was fun. Sunday I got my family and I did our holiday photo together, and we had a family dinner, and that was really nice. So it was good to catch up and get to see everybody and have a good time. So for me, my weekend was pretty good. Hey Jane, nice to see you. How was your weekend? Did you have a good weekend? Hi Kim. I can't. Is that Tija? Hi, Tija. Is it? I don't know how to say your name, but hi. Hi, Danielle. Happy holidays to you. Welcome, everybody. Fats? What does that mean? I don't understand. Oh, fast. So the weekend went by too. You're saying your weekend went by too fast? Yeah, I think it always does, right? For sure. For sure. It always does go by too fast, right? So, hello, Kristen from Australia. Nice to see you guys. So tonight I'm going to be doing readings, mini readings I'm using the Vice Versa deck. I don't know if you guys, I haven't used this deck in a while. I fixed my washing machine myself, so I saved a few hundred. Nice. I don't think I know how to fix washing machines. That's not something that I'd be too handy with, but anyway, I'm going to use the Vice Versa deck. For those of you who have been with my channel for a while, you know that I use this deck. It's a really intuitive deck, really good, it's a good change up. You know, I usually use, lately I've been using a lot of the, Arcanum, Morgan Greer, sometimes the Gilded. That's probably one of the original decks that I started with. But tonight I'm going to be using the Vice Versa deck, so I'm excited about that. We're going to also be playing some games. It's not a full moon tonight. We've got kind of a crescent moon going on. I guess, I don't know if it's actually a crescent moon on the dot, but that's what the moon looks like right now if you go outside. But we're doing some readings tonight, doing live mini readings. I'm taking mini readings tonight. The list is open. If you want to if you have a specific question, guys, and you want to purchase a mini reading, the list is open. It is $20, and you can send your. I have my other device in front of me so that I can see notifications come through when a payment comes through. It's the Cash App is $RayofLightTarot. It's all one word, $RayofLightTarot. Hang on. For those who are interested in purchasing a mini reading tonight. And I'm also going to do some other stuff too. Hang on. There we go. That's the Cash App. Guys, that is the Cash App. And we're doing $20 mini readings tonight. And then also, because I started to do this the other night for people, we're gonna have some fun too, play some games, do some fun stuff. So it's going to. We share a birthday? Do we really? Well, you know. Oh, so are you having a tough time right now? Is it because of you think do you think it has to do with your astrology, or is it something else? What is troubling you? I mean, I get it. I get it. I think it's not one. I don't think it's one specific relationships. Yeah. Yes. Oh, yeah. Cash in. Yeah. Yeah. You guys cheated actually, but I will give away. Sure. Yes, I'll give away free readings. I did readings for everyone last week, and then I was like, okay, so anyone who couldn't afford a reading, you can play again. And like everybody who had already won a reading played and won. So I was like, I'm out of here. Yeah. Sure, guys. You can cash in if you won from last week. Okay. So actually, let's do that. Jane, go ahead. Let's start with you. Go ahead and throw up a question, my dear, and we'll get started. Twin flame Aries. Nice. Thank you, universe. Thank you, source. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors. Thank you for me. Thank you, archangels, Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. Thank you, thank you, Mari. Mary, sorry. I'm so used to trying to pronounce names properly that I start mispronouncing them. You know, that's an example right there of not overthinking. You look at something and you try to figure out how to how to pronounce it, and you might just go so like worry about it too much that you mispronounce it. It happens. Okay. Hi, Diana. Okay, Jane, I got yours. Rocio said she pay. Oh, let me check the PayPal. Hold on, Rocio. I'll get you added to the list in just a second. I'm actually doing Jane's. I'm taking her question, and then we'll do yours next. The list is open, guys. I don't have just if anyone wants to purchase a reading. I don't have anyone on the list. It's wide open, so you're welcome to get on the list. But I am going to also play some games in a minute too. So whatever you want to do. All right, Jane. Jane. General messages. Been kind of worried about finances and family. Okay. Thank you, Archangels, Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. Thank you. Two of Cups. Let's see what's up. You've got some really good, a major arcana too. You are going to have to put, there is going to be a focus on finances that's necessary for you. And it's really important for you right now. It looks like it's going to be really important for you to, this is an important time for you, Jane, to really make sure that you're not allowing anything in your life to kind of throw you off balance, because you've got the Strength card here. And this side of the Strength card, this is how you guys, hey, Rebecca, nice to see you, sweetie. This is how you normally see, this is like a variation of what the Strength card normally looks like. However, for vice versa, you really want to pay attention to the way it comes out. This is the other side. And on this side, you have also sort of the Devil card present. It is still the Strength card, so it's definitely about that balancing energy and sort of taming those more primal emotions and those sort of primal energy, primal fears as well. But you're facing down something really, you're coming into a time where it's very important for you to be balanced, for you to not be allowing energies in that are not yours, right? Because you're going to be facing down some tough things, some tough challenges, and perhaps even doing a little bit of spiritual warfare here. You've got something beautiful here. Look at this. You've got the Two of Cups, Temperance, Major Arcana, Magician, Major Arcana, Eight of Cups. I'm sorry, Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. And the Four of Wands on this side. This is a little bit about the way this is coming out. This is like someone who makes it through the finish line at the, like, they may come in last, or they may feel like they're coming in late, like they're a late bloomer, but things are, it's worth the wait. So this is an interesting energy coming out, and there's a lot of work that's got to be put in here too. And yeah, and he came out, the Magician comes out for you dead center, right beneath the crowning energy of the Strength card, Jane. So that's a big confirmation. What you need to remember here with this is, hello, Divine Alchemist, welcome. And hey, Valerie, nice to see you. The way he comes in here is, this is really important also. This energy, with this being sort of your crowning energy, that you've got this, you need to be preparing for this sort of challenge. The Magician's foundationally your energy. This is this is like a pep talk from spirit. This is a confirmation that you have so much ability. It's just untapped resources. You have an untapped ability here to really get what it is you desire and deserve, and you have all of the tools at your disposal. Everything, that table, look at that. The Magician's table is full of elements, right? And you see that shooting star going above his head. That's such an energy of things are destined here, right? You've got destined, and that, you know, another thing that sort of confirms when you're at a period in your life where a lot of synchronicities and signs and destiny is at play, is when you've got a lot of major arcana coming up in your reading. So, guys, the readings are open. The list is open. I only have one person right now behind Jane. There's a list open. It's just $20 if you want to get on the list for a mini reading tonight. You can use the Cash App or the PayPal. They're both listed in the description of the video. Okay. Two of Cups starting out here. This is definitely a confirmation of a, you know, a soul connection. But when we talk about the things that you're more curious about, work, finances, family, things like that, what this is confirming is, you know, number one, you are not alone in this. You're working with your it's about your partnership with spirit and your partnership with your higher self and really focusing on that. The fact that this came out and the Four of Wands at the end, it's also that confirmation. You guys know I do focus a lot on like a twin soul journey, soulmate journey. That's what awakened me and got me into reading like this. So I do definitely feel that a lot of this is tied in and connected to your sort of soulmate or partnership energy with someone. You've got to really understand, though, when you get this Temperance card here, a lot of times for me, that's a confirmation that you need to sort of accept where you are and understand even separation from people, even times where things seem a little lean or thin. They're all working for the greater good. It's really here about for you. Put in the work where you have. It's about knowing where your limitations are. Where do I put the work in? Well, where am I? What am I in control of? That's where I decide what to put the work into. If it's out of my control, like if it involves another person and they're running or whatever, I don't put the work into that because that's out of my control. If it's something that has to do with my destined path, that has to do with things that are literally on my table, my ability to produce income, my ability to my own intuition, right, Christina? Whatever it is, when it's within your control to a certain degree, that's what you want to put the work into and focus in on, and don't even look up from that. Like, don't let yourself get distracted away from that focus that you need to have that's so strong, because you're being reminded you are, as we come into 2021, you're going to face new challenges and they're going to be big ones, but you have the ability to face them down only when you're in balance. When you've balanced that feminine goddess energy, that wisdom energy, with that masculine sort of more primal physicality that's able to take on things. They have to be balanced. One cannot be overwhelming the other in this. So you've got to find that balance and get that alignment in order to face down that toxicity that comes when we deal with the darkness, okay? So that's important. Very importante for you. Okay, Rocio, thank you. Good luck, Jane, with that. And yeah, maybe you can give me some lessons on how to be a washing machine handyman, because my grandmother would really appreciate it. You know, that's not that's not my level of expertise at all. Okay, so Rocio, you sent in a payment for a reading. I know, and I've got Rocio, Cynthia, and Desiree. Did I miss anybody so far? Rocio, Cynthia, and Desiree is who I have so far. Got it, got it. Hey, Amanda, nice to see you. Amanda and I used to work together when I had a 9-to-5 that I went to. Well, when I worked for my dad's company. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Oh, and Valerie. Yeah, Valerie won a freebie. Yes, you did. So I'm going to do, let me do Rocio, Valerie, Desiree, Cynthia, and Desiree. That's who I have so far. Rocio, what's your question? I just got yours, Desiree. And Cynthia. Divine Alchemist, you're Cynthia, right? Where's Rocio? I don't see you, Rocio. Rocio P. I know you just sent a payment in. I love this fight. I don't know why I haven't used the vice versa deck in so long. I put these decks away and then I just forget that I have them, but I love this deck. Okay, Desiree. Yes, I've got you on there. Rocio, if you're here, put your question in, babes. If I don't hear from Rocio in just a second, I'll go ahead and move on to Valerie. Valerie. I'm going to do Valerie's. Rocio, I don't know if you're here, but go ahead and get your question up on the chat, and I'll come back to you. I'm going to do Valerie's now. My future son-in-law is an appliance repair guy, but he's in Michigan. Oh, wait. That's not a question. Yeah, the reason I mentioned that, Valerie, is because we were just talking about at the beginning about what we did this weekend and stuff, and she was saying she fixed her washing machine, and I said that's not something I'm capable of, that I know of. Okay, what does Spirit want me to know? Let's see what's in the message for you, Rocio. No, just 20 tonight. Because I'm coming, I was doing 25 because I wasn't coming on that often, so I raised the price a little, but I've been coming on a lot, so we're going back to like 20 right now. What's the message for Rocio at this time? Okay, guys, this is for Rocio. Okay, Mary. I will get you guys all checked in on my list here in just a sec. Rocio, you have a masculine energy around you that is presenting as a water sign. That it could be someone with strong Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer in their chart. Doesn't have to be. It's not like, oh my God, I don't know who that could be. Don't. I wouldn't worry too much about who that is. What I would say is, try to let it become a situation where you identify the energy, not the sign, not by the sign, but by the energy. Water energy is someone who has strong emotions for you, who usually is going to be very, very much willing to lead wearing their heart on their sleeve, right? When you see that energy, this King of Cups energy, that's someone who does tend, when you're in communication or in a place of being in each other's face, they're going to lead with a little bit of like heart on their sleeve energy, and that's good. There's also a situation here for you where you need to watch out. You've got this Ten of Swords here, and on this side of the Ten of Swords, there's this person looking at this body, at this armor that's been completely just devastated. And there's a few ways to interpret this. The way I interpret it tonight is this person is actually someone who went through this, and this is you having gone through this, but you survived, and you come out of it a lot less scarred than maybe you realize from some of these things. And so instead of focusing back on the ways in which you may have been hurt, what I would say to do is to focus on how you have, instead of focusing on the ways in which you've been hurt, what I would focus in on is focusing on the ways in which you've survived. So just remember kind of switching the energy here. When you think back to your sort of traumas or scars, they're actually badges of honor, and you actually have become so powerful. That eclipse energy in the sky, you're shifting right now. You're going out of this past energy. You're really in a place where probably this holiday season and going into the new year, you're really going to feel this new energy of like revitalization, where you're letting go of a lot of things and ready to move into this new exciting energy, because you've got here the Wheel of Fortune as well. Look at that, the Wheel of Fortune. I think it came out on this side actually, and I flipped it. This side is an acknowledgement. Again, it's that acknowledgement of that really strong death energy, but moving forward into new life. I feel like this is about, because you're coming out as the Queen of Pentacles here, and I feel like it's about you and this sort of King of Cups energy and moving into a new place. If you don't even know who this person is, there may be someone new trying to come in for you, Rocio, but you've got to really let go of this past baggage. You're coming out right in the middle of the reading here with this Nine of Swords energy, okay? To me, that's saying that the thing that's stopping you right now is all in your mind. You've got to stop overthinking. You've got to stop giving power to things that are out of your control and things that are kind of crowding your mental space. You need to clear your mind. Do whatever it takes to clear your mind. Meditations, take long walks, talk on the phone with a friend, whatever just sort of helps you to clear your mind, because there's an overactive mental energy here that's stopping you from moving forward. And you're being told that this is you. You're supposed to really be in this abundant energy soon and really feeling strong. And that's what attracts this energy towards you, this King of Cups. You're coming out earth energy. That's a strong energy. But to get into that sort of strong earthy place, you've really got to clear out the mental garbage. And it's easy to be stuck in a place when you've been through whatever this is representing. But I'm telling you, if you work with the energy is saying that's shifting so quickly, that eclipse energy, you're moving right out of that. And so I would just really look for yourself to be moving right out of that and into something beautiful as we move forward. Okay? Be on the lookout for that energy. And to do that, you have to choose to be in that, right? You have to kind of choose that, right? So, okay, so I know a few people have sent payments in while we were thank you, Johan Dancing Gypsy. I don't actually do, guys, just so you know, I don't do the super chats for readings, but I will for Johan because she did not know. But if you want to send 20 in, send it to the Cash App or PayPal that are listed in the description. Okay, we do it that way so that nobody gets to take any of it out. Like YouTube takes money out of that. So, but I will do your reading because you didn't know that. But nobody else send on here on Super Chat. And also somebody else said they paid. Rebecca. Oh, okay, got you, Rebecca. Thank you. Okay, so next is you're welcome, Dancing Gypsy. Okay, so next is next would be Valerie. So here's who I have so far. I have Valerie, Cynthia, Desiree, Rebecca, Mindy. Oh, between Desiree and Rebecca, also Mary. I need to put Mary in from PayPal. I'm going to probably have to close this out in a minute, but... Cut cords. Cut cords is good. Did you? And remember, it's okay to wonder. Like, it's okay. I'm not faulting you for asking, but remember, if your intention right now is to cut cords, probably not the best thing to get a reading asking about the person, right? Just because, that your mind has to work with the intention, right? Just so just you know what I'm saying? Like, you really want to try to get on that page of we're cutting cords, we're not looking back, you know what I mean? That might help a little bit. So I think it was effective. I think it was effective to a certain extent, Valerie, because he's got some cards that look like he's moving in a different direction, trying to move, sort of moving away. Your energies aren't in the same place, but they are at the same time. I know that sounds strange. You've got this Knight of Wands energy, and it is moving away, right? So something happened. The cord cutting had effect. You've got that lightning striking, the Knight of Wands energy moving away, and then the Hermit on this side. That full moon. There's a lot of silent desire and not a lot of expression. And so this person's definitely going within a lot. But here's the thing. Because of the connection being what it is, you're right. It's not that effective because it's not ultimately, you can't ultimately cut a connection that comes from source and is connected. You can detach and shift your focus, but that's the best you can do. You've got this Justice card here, and it's upright. It's behind that is the Four of Pentacles also. What's happening as the result of that is things are becoming more balanced. You're able to balance your energy better, or you will be, and so is your Aries. That's the result of this. But justice is the major here, and justice upright. So I think what you kind of succeed to do in that is to step away from the karma a little bit so that you're not so deeply attached to each other's karma. And that's not a bad thing, right? Sometimes people can be so in love with somebody, they want to be attached to their karma. They don't want to let go of anything. And that's so unhealthy. That's a very unhealthy place to be. For you, though, this doesn't feel that way. It feels like the result of this. Because look, after this, you've got his energy is coming back towards you, actually. But in the Knight of Pentacles, that's such a different That's such a changed energy. So I feel like there's a healing that's taking place right now, and it is moving a little slowly, but that's such a better energy than the way this feels in the beginning. And Knight of Wands isn't my favorite knight. He's not bad. It's not always a player like people say so often on. So people who read the same, like you could get like 20 people who all read the same way on YouTube. They just pick up from each other. And no, the Knight of Wands does not represent a player. That's not even remotely what the Knight of Wands is. But it can. I mean, it can mean anything. It's a visual cue. It can mean anything. The Knight of Wands, though, right now in your reading, going away from this, something, and the lightning striking, something happened. This person's passion has shifted, and they're moving in a new direction with passionate focus. There's also a lot of burden. They've got this 10 of Wands on their back, the Hermit with the full moon, as we just talked about, the major arcana here. So the biggest thing happening for this person is they're learning to go within and deal with some major things, deal with their truest desires, right? Their truest self, the most silent, secretive parts of themselves, their connection to source, because that's what Virgo, the Hermit is the card of Virgo, and Virgo is that energy that connects to the divine, that virgin, the spouse of the divine. This is tough energy though, and you don't want to be attached to it. So the cord cutting was a wise decision. I like that justice is here. I like that, and I love that he's coming out of this as the Knight of Pentacles, which is moving now back towards you after all of this goes through its process and its transformation. But it's a slow moving energy. Earth energy is usually very slow, but it's also very deliberate, very sincere, very dependable, reliable, all of those good qualities, right? Any good adjective you can think of that's a little bit, maybe sometimes, like, I think of an accountant, kind of boring, but really good, And I'm not bashing earth signs. I'm an earth sign. I'm a Virgo. I'm not calling myself a boring accountant, but I'm just saying that energy, right? Without the effects of other energies, can be a little bit slow moving and it's very consistent. So he's coming back in a consistent way as the result of this. So it's not a bad thing, but it's still, I don't feel that that's the energy the Aries is in now. I feel that's the energy they're moving toward. I feel like right now things are still a little bit up in the air and it's a little bit disastery. So I think you definitely did the right thing, and I think you're wrong. I think it was more effective than you maybe are feeling. But that's because you love this person. Like, you're always going to feel that. You're always going to wonder. You're always going to do those things. But you do want to try to work with that energy a little bit right now and shift your focus. When you start to worry or think about them, try to shift your focus. I'm sending them light and love. They're great. Shift your focus off of that for now. Let them go through this and really try not to have any interference from your energy be in the mix at all, okay? That's probably the best way to do it at this time. Okay, so next is Cynthia. Cynthia. You're welcome. Cynthia. What are the energies surrounding me and my connection? Let's see. Again, a lot, and I'm going to pull cards, but sometimes when I cut it, I look at what it's showing me. You're approaching a completion with someone. They're coming through also in earth energy, Cynthia. They're moving toward that union slowly, though. They're moving slowly toward that union, and it is approaching a beautiful completion because the World card is a completion of a journey, but it's not there yet. And if they're in that Knight of Pentacles, they're moving slowly. Let's see what's here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. There's a couple energies here too. So you've got the Empress energy, which is great, and then there's this Queen of Wands over here. So this Queen of Wands, feels a little bit like an outside energy that shouldn't be in this for some reason. I love the Queen of Wands. She's one of my favorite cards, but in this instance, she definitely feels like she doesn't belong here so much, and I'm not sure why that is. She's influencing an energy that's walking away, or that did walk away. But that's the great thing about our spiritual team and their spiritual team and their spiritual team. They can use anything for the betterment, and that's what's happening here. You've got the Star card here. What it feels to me is happening is, as the result of some kind of separation or tearing apart in this relationship, it's actually allowing beautiful transformative energy to come in And it almost feels like, you know how birds migrate to the south for the winter? It feels like a mass migration. So it may have been a really heavy, hard separation, but everything's coming out. You have to, if that's what happened in this at some point, or there's some kind of feeling of loneliness or isolation, what you want to do, don't think about that and focus on that. Because here's where people make a mistake. You go into separation with somebody and you focus on how you regret that happening and how you wish that had never happened, and you start to, at some point you start to short sell spirit for why things happen and for the good that can come out of it. Because you get 6 months down the road and you see that some good starts to come out of it, you can't stay focused on getting that back, because then you're not allowing for the fact that that was actually destined. And for whatever's happened to you till now has put you into this great energy of Empress, which allows you to both be a caretaker, but also to bring that abundance to yourself and to others. That there's this strong energy of being capable here. It feels very capable. The biggest problem here is I don't like the Queen of Wands in here. It feels kind of like a third party or something, and it's the thing that's slowing this down. What I would do is really be focusing on the star, which is the sort of, that's the major arcana. That's the energy that you want to focus on. The transformations that are happening in your relationship and in your soul partner's relationship to themselves and you to yourself, and not so much on any other people and their involvement, because any other people and their involvement in this need to just not get your focus. He's a cap. He just communicated after almost 2 years last week. Yes, there's probably another person somewhere in this mix also, Desiree. Is it Cynthia? Cynthia, sorry. Cynthia, there's probably another person in this that's coming out in a fiery energy. So they've got a lot of like fiery spiritual type investment as well. Sometimes that's the case. Keep your focus on the transformation, on your ability to be emotionally sound and feel what you feel and be connected to it, because that's what's going to bring this Eight of Cups back around, because it's just a long loop. It's one of those long loop or Eight of Cups. So that's what it is. So you guys are on a long path back. That's good. You can know even after 2 years you're on a long path back. So that's beautiful. And I think, it's to some people that's unfathomable. Someone who just recognized they're on a twin soul journey and they've been separated for 3 months and it seems like an eternity, they can't fathom 2 years of separation and everything else. You know what? In 2 years they will. Like it's okay. You're gonna get there. Just remember you're gonna get there. You're making a long loop. They're making a long loop, but you are too. I mean, you're getting a lot of abundance from this. So, okay. So next was Desiree. Hold on, guys. Yeah, Desiree, you're next. You're welcome. Desiree. It's all about the self-love, that's for sure. Desiree wants to know what is blocking her heart chakra. It's past toxicity. You've got the devil card staring at me, and it's the one facing away. It's actually, you're in a place where there's an opportunity for you to break away and heal from a lot of that, but it's not now. It's not anything happening now that's blocking your heart chakra. Those blocks come from the past. Hold on. It's more like hard armor. Thank you. You need to do, guys, this is a great meditation, and it's not that long. It's like 15 minutes long. Do the meditation. I think her name is Ten of Cups. I was just giving this to somebody the other day. Ten of Cups Ministries, not Tarot. Ten of Cups Ministries on YouTube. Her site is called Ten of. Don't listen. Someone, and I'm not advising anyone to go pay for this woman to do something from them. If she has paid stuff, that's on you. I'm not saying to do that. I don't know this woman. What I'm saying is, on the Ten of Cups Ministries channel, she does have something that does work, and it's a free meditation. Okay, a free meditation. And it is for clearing heart armor. And I have done that meditation specifically, Desiree, and it works. Like, it works. At the 72-hour mark, it works, right? 48 to 72 hours. It will clear the heart armor. and it'll give you a chance, but it's emotionally draining to go through it, but it's worth it. But like, I know I recommended it to someone one time and they ended up getting some kind of other thing done from that person. All I'm saying is I don't know what that person charges or what for. If you deal with them, that's up to you. I'm not recommending that or saying I'm not saying good, bad, or otherwise. I don't know. But what I'm saying is I've done a free meditation that's on that channel and it helped me. That's it. Okay. Let's see what else for you, Desiree. What's blocking her heart chakra? Feels like it's probably heart related. Aries energy, Emperor. So it's definitely, you had, oof. Aries, Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups. You're coming out Queen of Cups. There is a Emperor energy and a Queen of Swords. So there's definitely, it's from some kind of a love triangle from the past or it's either a love triangle from the past or you with your parents. There's three people here, a man, a woman, and another woman. And the man is very strong. This, Emperor energy, that's very patriarchal. Uh, this is someone who, this feels like a magnet, like draws people into them. So, and there's two strong women here as well. You have the Star card in reverse at the bottom of the deck. You're actually on the cusp of a beautiful transformation here where it's not only going to be sort of emotionally freeing where your heart can expand, but also, Desiree, you're on the cusp of that third eye really expanding and you being able to see things, know things, see things, feel things from a very esoteric place. Good. Keep doing that. Keep doing that. That's Cynthia. Cynthia, you keep doing that, okay? Because you're where you're at. I think that'll help you a lot too. Desiree, a, a major psychic, for a lot of people, the focus is on that emotional flow, and that's the big thing that happens when you unblock the heart chakra. But for you, it's also sort of kept you blocked from your gifts and being able to use those gifts to help others, right? You've got the Ace of Wands beneath that with lightning striking. So there's something, and look at this. Then you've got the Sun. Then you've got the Ten of Cups. Okay, Desiree, look at all this behind that. It's all right behind that for you. All right behind this transformation that's being stopped right now. Your transformation is sort of on pause. You've got to do some of this stuff to release that stuff. So it's not what's blocking you. We know what's blocking you. It's heart armor. It's being able to get past that. The first step is to do some guided meditations. Specifically, look up the one meditation. I don't even know how I found it. Meditation to release heart armor, I think is what it's called. And it should say the name is Ten of Cups. Meditation to remove heart armor, I think. But it will work. And remember your affirmations. Like, how do you spend the next couple of days watching the things you say about yourself to yourself and to other people out loud. Are you someone who builds yourself up out loud, or are you someone who is overly self-deprecating to the point that you're insulting yourself? Be very kind to yourself right now, okay? Because you're in a place where you need to show yourself that kindness. There's definitely some kind of weird thing going on with that triangle, and I feel like it's from the past. Something really caused you to build up a wall. That Emperor energy is strong. If that's like a father energy, if it's a former partner, they were like almost like a father figure. But if it is your father, whatever that is, there's a strong energy of servitude. You are autonomous. You need, also, I would really write out some affirmations about your autonomy, about your being your best advocate, about you being what you need and not needing something or someone else to provide, your worth and value. I'm going to stop it there, Desiree. Guys, I offer extended personal readings if anyone's interested, where we can go into things like this and it can give you a lot more basis. I do 30-minute and 1-hour readings. The information is in the description of the video here, how to purchase a 30-minute or 1-hour reading. We can do them live or interactive or recorded if you want to send questions, but it's really good for things like that. Okay, guys? Your daughter's father that put me in third party. Ah, okay. So that's why I was getting that father energy too. So it's both. Okay, next is, I've got Rebecca and Mindy, but before them I've got Mary. So, oh wait, Mary, Rebecca, Mindy, and also Gypsy who donated on here. So I'm gonna do Gypsy real quick. Dancing Gypsy. So Dancing Gypsy, Mary, Rebecca, and Mindy is who's next. What's your question, Dancing Gypsy? Yeah, so I got together with my brothers and sisters, my mom, my stepdad. We did a family holiday photo yesterday. It was kind of a disaster because the dogs were in it too. So it was like a bad episode of Seinfeld or something, or Curb Your Enthusiasm. It was fun though. My mom made lasagna. She makes really good lasagna. She made lasagna, meat lasagna, and spinach lasagna. Both really good. Yeah, LOL is right. Okay, what are the long-term intentions for the twin flame of Johann Dancing Gypsy? Long-term twin souls intentions. Let's see. I'm working on those monthly readings, guys. I'll have some up in the next couple days. The zodiac readings. Ooh, good intentions here. I mean, here's the thing. The lovers. You've got some interesting things going on. So they've got the death card here with the world in it to start out the reading, which to me says, you know, they're at a place of transformation. They know that their intention is to release a lot in order to move on, but they haven't done that yet. They've also got the Six of Pentacles. And on this in this instant, you can see the person sort of looking out over this balcony. It's almost like daydreaming or fantasizing about what it is they want. So what they want is the things and the people they value to feel like it's okay and balanced and worthwhile. There's just energy of what that tells me is that although their intentions are good, they don't feel like the reality is right or working with them. Like they don't feel like the circumstances or the situation right now is allowing them to have what it is they want. But look, they've got the Eight of Pentacles. That's putting the work in. And you also need to understand that on this side versus this side, the Eight of Pentacles is someone who wants to do a lot of work to get to you in private. This is like someone who wants to better themselves so that they can be with their twin, but they don't want to do it in a public way. They want to do it very privately so that they can sort of they want to show the results and not the work. So that's what I get from that. A lot of results, but not wanting to show you what they're doing. This is someone who plans quietly, you know, and kind of surprises people in the end. They do have the Emperor card crowning them, so they're very, like, this is also someone who's really strong-willed, a little stubborn, but they know what they want, and they don't doubt they're going to get it. They also have the Lovers card for you here as the outcome, and it's on this side. So here's the difference. On this side, the lovers are sort of moving into their future together, and on this side, they're sort of obsessed with each other. There's the sun, a little bit of sun energy there. Their intention is to have a reunion with you where it's very exciting and beautiful, and it's like what they feel like you haven't yet had the opportunity to have that romantic period of time. So it's weird. It's almost like because see, when I see it on this side, you've had that already, and they just want to come back together with you and get on mission. They're facing forward. But on this side, there's the sun, there's all this beauty and sort of romance, and they're facing each other. So it's like they still feel like you guys haven't had the chance to really have that moment of blossoming excitement and be sort of out and showing that. And that's exciting when you have it, because that's something to look forward to. If you guys haven't had that yet, it's something to look forward to. So that's really beautiful. And so I think the fact that you know in their heart that's what they want, and they know in their heart that's what you want, that's really nice. And that's something that you can both sort of hold with hope, like looking forward to. That can be the special place in your heart that you hold kind of quietly and privately, and you look forward to that together. They've got a lot they're doing right now, though. So it's, you know, these cards are not cards of sitting around pining. They're cards of working, hope. There's a little bit of daydreaming in this one, but there's a lot of putting the work in and a lot of things to do. There's a feeling that the situation just isn't right. I don't know what the situation is, but it's not the right time right now. This person feels this way. It may not be the case. They feel like it's just impossible right now. Okay? But they definitely they see the pathway, because look, you've got those two pillars and that sun there and the woman from the world card. So they see the pathway, but they feel like a lot has to change to get there. Because this is not the world card. This is the death card. Okay? So it's like they see the path, but they see that a lot has to change to get there. So as far as what you asked, their intentions, beautiful intentions. They're still not sure how it's going to happen and how long it's going to take and how to get there, though. And that can be frustrating. So hold on to the hope of what hasn't yet come to pass in that connection. That's what I would be doing if that was me. Okay. Mary. Amazing reading. I've been saying one. Yeah, sometimes it's hard. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. I'm glad that you got the connection and the information you needed right now. So stay the course, right? Don't lose faith. I know it. Listen, I know. I'm a twin soul too. I know how hard it is. Like it's the most beautiful connection you'll ever experience in your life, and it's also the most frustrating and difficult and painful, right? So I get it, but it's worth it. It's worth it. You'll never doubt that. If you're doubting whether it's worth it, maybe you're not a twin soul. That's what I tell people. I've doubted a lot of things, but I've never doubted, was it worth it? Okay, Mary, is Mary here? M-A-R-I, Mary? Mary from PayPal? I think you paid via PayPal, Mary. Hey, Mary, what's your question? Hey, Malia. Malia's here. Yay! Yay, Malia! Woo, woo, woo. We are now complete. Malia has arrived. LOL, my twin soul. Okay. Okay, so I've got... also, Shirley, I got yours, your PayPal also. So we'll do you after Rebecca and one other. Hold on. Rebecca. So we've got Mary now. And then here's the list right now. Mary, I'm going to do your question. Mary, Rebecca, Mindy, and Shirley. Okay, Mary. Will we ever get in the same page and be together? Will we ever get in the same page and be together? You can't, there's potential for that, but you guys, one of the biggest problems is neither one of you is engaging your ability to make this happen. The magician's in reverse, which means you both have the ability to make this happen, but nobody's taking the action necessary to make this happen. I don't know why. The Tower. What happened here? Oh, you guys are such a... Look at this. You've got the Tower. So this thing fell apart. But look. Tower. Oh. Did they tell you... Did this person, like, admit to doing something that really hurt you? Or, like... You've got the Knight of Swords here and then a Tower. Like, it's like they came rushing in, said or did something, and then it was like, ah! But look what you've got. The King and Queen of Cups. This is such a beautiful connection. Such a strong connection, and it's a heart-based connection. This is a connection of the heart, and this kind of connection is one that you kind of wait for. Like people want to say like, oh, that's not real love. That's immature ideas of love, that you can actually have someone that's such a beautiful. No, it's real. I've seen it. I've experienced it. It can be real, but it also can be it's going to be challenging, and this is weird. This is like a challenge, man. You guys are going to have to really go back to that childlike faith. You're going to have to go back to the little kid that believes in shooting stars and miracles and Santa Claus and all that stuff. If you can't get that childlike faith back, this will not work. It's a heart connection that only can survive if you're both willing to go back to that place of really heart-centered faith and belief. There's a lot of, and he's overthinking, well, That to me says right off the bat that that's why you came into his life, because he's someone who gets in their head and overthinks, right? And he, when he connects to you, he's suddenly in this emotional energy. He's suddenly in that heart space that he needs to be in. So in your best moments with this person, he's in the heart space and it's beautiful. But in your worst, he's letting his fear and his thoughts take over, and and he's writing right into the tower. So the question really is, when you ask, can this work? It's about how much faith does he have? How much faith do you have? Both of you have to be able to do this. And you can't make it happen for someone else. This person's not being honest. They've got the Seven of Swords. There's self-deception here. I think you may need to let this person go for a minute, and here's why, Mary. Because if you do that, you've got this potential for that sort of reawakening. See this Page of Wands, where this phoenix rising from the ashes? Through being alone and feeling like maybe this is over, maybe this person will have a reawakening, that they will realize how much they don't want to lose this. But right now there's too much, they're too confused. Got the Seven of Cups here. There's all this confusing energy. This person doesn't know what they want. They know what they feel when they're with you and in their heart space, but they don't stay in that space long enough to know what they want. 2 months, yeah, see? And we were just talking about that. A couple months, it seems like it seems like a long time, right? Especially if you're seeing them all the time at work. But it's okay here. This person I feel like it was one of those things where you were pulled apart for a reason, and this person's got to learn their values are all screwed up. I don't mean their moral values. When I talk about values, I'm saying what is important to me. A, B, C, D, E, F. Line it up. What's most important to me in this world? Well, if what's most important to you in this world is money or fame or whatever, sex, whatever. Like, some people have some really messed up values, like their love and family and their relationship to their creator. Sometimes that's really low on people's list. This person needs to really have a values inventory taken, and to do what's going to prompt them to do that is being alone and a little bit of that separation. So don't feel too bad about it. I think it's a necessary thing. There is no guarantee that you're going to get what you want from this, though, because it's going to come down to recapturing that childlike faith that came out here in this Eight of Cups. There's hope. There's definitely hope, but there's definitely no guarantees in this, because it's going to require both of you to be able to do it. What I would do if I were you is really try your best to just really let go. Continue to let go and focus on the silver lining. I know it's hard, but focus on the silver lining. Focus on the benefits and the blessings that came from this connection. And the more you do that, the more you're going to see and feel, right, that reward that comes from people who choose to focus on and stay grateful, and in a place of sort of like a blessed existence. Okay, so next on the list is we've got Rebecca, Mindy, and Cheryl. I think that I'm going to... Guys, I think what I'm going to do is... hold on, let me see. You can still get on the list. What you can do, if you want to get on the list, is you can send, it's $20, and you can send it to the Cash App or the PayPal listed in the description. But I'm gonna see where we're at after I do these three. So if anyone else comes in, I will go ahead and do it. But we're not going to take too many more. You're welcome, Mary. Okay, Rebecca. What does my soul want this new opportunity? What does my soul want? What does my soul want? Are you saying like you have a new... Hold on, Rebecca. I don't know if I'm reading that right. I think I know what you mean. What is Rebecca soul looking for in this new opportunity? Wow. Oh man. Okay. Well, what's interesting is you're coming out as the Queen of Wands and you're facing away. So what that tells me is the Queen of Wands is such a powerful energy, and she has kind of her own magic and she gets things done. If you're facing away from this, it means you're looking for something else to stand in your place or to help you with this. And what you've got coming in crowning is this King of Swords energy, this strong sword. So this is like feels like a beacon of truth coming in. It could be in the form of an individual or a presence. You're looking for some kind of truth to step in. It almost felt like, and if you were saying family, it would be like someone coming in to be a part of the family that can really provide some stability and truth. But what I also see is you've got the Ace of Swords here and the Moon card. There's some, it's like, in this side, the Moon, she's got there's this energy of having to choose something and balance something, maybe let one thing go to have another. It's about having to sacrifice something to take something new. So this opportunity may not come without releasing something or sacrificing something. I'm not sure about how you can welcome this opportunity in, but it's not a bad opportunity. It's an opportunity. I mean, the crown is coming in. So it's an opportunity that's going to completely add to the value in your life, right? It's not a takeaway. It's an add to. It's an addition, but it is going to require sacrifice. And it also looks like there's a piece of your life that you have to completely sort of let go of for good. There's something you have to no longer look on or move. This feels very final in certain ways, or at least in this lifetime final. Let me get one more card on this. I feel like I should have kept going for a second. Let me see. It also has to do with putting your children first, putting the needs of the family above the needs of the individual. So it's an interesting energy here. The Eight of Pentacles here in this side, you can see there's more than one person in this, and it's like almost like this laser focus going in, where all these other things that do matter, they don't matter as much as this. So this has to be a priority. So I don't think it's a bad thing. You've also got the Three of Pentacles. This is such a building energy. I don't know what you guys are doing, but it's all good. I mean, if you've got a new opportunity coming in for your entire family, and it's about moving in a new direction, expansion, and you feel like it's the right thing to do, it is. It isn't. It is in no way a bad thing, but it is going to require you specifically, as a divine feminine energy, to make a choice here. You've got a big choice before you. And it's not right versus wrong. That's an easy choice. Right versus wrong is such an easy choice, right? This is really choosing between two viable options. One may be more tangible than the other, but they're both very viable from your heart's perspective. But again, like I said, the wild card here is the child present in this side of the card. That's the wild card. And because it immediately was brought to my attention that I was getting the Eight of Pentacles, but not on this side where the person's working alone in silence. There's this child here. And it goes on, it's tapping in on many levels. Yes, it's about your children, your family, but it's also about your inner child and having to either let go of something to attain something new, or having to shift an energy in a whole new direction. I can't tell you anything here that you don't already know. All I can tell you is the truth isn't going to be unclear at all. There's that sword energy feels very strong. The truth is clear. But also what I would say is, don't make any decision without knowing everything that has to be sacrificed and everything that's going to be gained. Sometimes you have to really weigh them. But it's kind of like, at the end of the day, it's not even logic. You sometimes just are going to have a moment of clarity. There's so much expansion here that what feels like a loss now won't feel like a loss down the road. Good things are coming your way. And there are new people coming into your life too that are going to really be big teachers for you. I mean, you're going to get really into the details of this, where you've got teachers coming in, and it's not going to be so much about a risk or anything to be afraid of. It's going to be about just being too busy to even once you what I'm saying is once you move in a direction, you're not going to have any time to second guess. So you're not, and you wouldn't want to if you could. So I think it's all good. Um, there are just a lot of new challenges involved in this opportunity. Rebecca, next is Mindy. Next is Mindy. Thank you, Rebecca. Mindy, what's your question? Oh, I think you already put it up, didn't you? I saw it pop up when I was. Hold on one second, guys. Sean, I don't think. Hold on. Yeah, Mindy. Oh, I see Mindy. Twin flame journey and its separation. What does my spiritual team slash source want me to know in regards to moving forwards with my life purpose? Okay. The ones I'm doing right now, Chantel, are paid readings, but I was planning, and I'm going to in just a moment do something else. So just bear with me. Okay, so Mindy and Shirley, and then we're gonna do something else. Love you too, Rebecca. What's the guidance for Mindy on her journey to move into alignment with her life purpose? Yeah, a little bit of a judgment energy coming in for you, which has to do with like inventory. This is about it's a karmic energy, I should say, because it's the side of the judgment card that's kind of about taking accountability. You are about to move into a phase of your life where you're able to really get in line with your purpose, but you have some things to deal with that haven't been closed out. There are things that have to be karmic cycles that have to be closed out for you, it feels like, and you may have some people to make amends to. I don't know what that has to do with. What the feeling and the thing they're showing me has to do with like Alcoholics Anonymous, and not. This is not people. There are so many sensitive, like taboo topics. This is not about you being in like a drug or alcohol rehabilitation. What I'm saying is, though, what they were showing me is about how when people go into those programs and amend their life, one of the first things they do is they make amends to the people they have hurt as the result of their addiction or whatever. Well, for you, it's not that necessarily, but it's that type of thing where there are karmic cycles. You're moving in a totally new direction. As a twin soul who's awakened, your life changes. You know that. But there are aspects of your old life that you have to wrap up still, it looks like, and people that you have to leave on good terms, because you know people fall away when we get onto that awakened twin soul journey. People just naturally fall away, and there are certain things you want to leave better than they were when you found them. And because this card feels sometimes like apologies or explanations, there is an energy of taking care in everything you're doing that you're going to be leaving behind as you move forward, because you've got fast movement here. You've got the Eight of Wands. So Spirit's going to take you on a fast, heart, full court press into the future. Your twin soul is not moving as fast as you are. Your twin soul has the Knight of Pentacles energy, so they're on a little bit of a slower moving train than you. And that's good, because what Spirit wants you to do is to really get on your balance path. It's giving you time to really get through some major hurdles. Do you see all of those you see all those pillars this person's looking out on, and they all look like doorways or gateways into a new place or a new room or whatever, a new dimension. The Four Pentacles are being balanced. That's about releasing the things that are overwhelming you, dealing with some of these things that need to be wrapped up, and then you're going to be able to make some major movements forward in the future. But there are things that you have not wrapped up in your present life right now. When you think of your twin soul, obviously you know they're not where they need to be for you guys to be in union. But what you need to be looking at, what they're saying is you need to look at the places in your current life that would prevent you from being able to be with that twin soul as well right now. There are things in your life, if the literally, if you close your eyes and imagine your twin soul knocking on your door and saying, let's go, that would scare you right now, because there are things in your life that can't allow that to happen, that have to be wrapped up and karmically, put in their proper box. So that's what's coming out for you. Spirit's giving you a chance to do that. But what I'm saying is, yeah, it is, but Spirit's saying, don't wait for them to get here. You need this time, because you've got things that have to be put in, your house has to be put in order. So, and the sooner you do it, the sooner they're going to be coming to, like, things move in time with each other in these relationships. If you're sitting there waiting for them to make a move, they're not going to make a move. They're waiting for you to make a move. Nobody's going to make a move. You've got to step into the future, and then they will energetically step towards you. It doesn't fail. You take that move, make those changes you need to make in your life, and energetically you will see them doing the same thing and moving towards you. But right now, nobody's doing anything. Nobody's taking those steps. Everyone's just waiting for union, doing nothing. It's never going to happen that way. Someone has to take the lead and make changes in their own life to get toward that union, or it's never going to happen. They're moving slowly too. So you want them to speed up. Do whatever this represents for you. Deal with this stuff. Everything you do is a step towards your twin, and Spirit guarantees they will energetically meet you. You take a step toward them by doing the thing you need to do, they're going to take a step towards you. Whether they realize it or not, it's going to happen. It will happen. And you've also got the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is that beautiful chance for a new beginning in love, and it's going to happen when you least expect it, because it's not this beautiful bright morning where everybody's like, yay, new love. It's coming in the evening. It's coming in twilight, when you almost think it can't happen. So all those things you just mentioned, betrayals, addictions, all those things going on that side, let those things get worked out on that side. You look for the place where you are mirroring that stuff. Where in my life do I mirror those things that make it so that I couldn't move toward them if I wanted to also? And work on those things. You are going to see this surprise come, and it's going to hit you out of nowhere. So it's going to be beautiful, but you definitely have to take your part in taking your steps, whatever that means for you. Okay. But that's beautiful. I think that's so beautiful. The acknowledgement that the mirroring is right there, and you're going to get what you want by taking those steps, The last on the list that I have right now is Cheryl. Let's see. Cheryl? Where are you at, Cheryl? Cheryl H. Cheryl H. I wish I knew if I should wait for my Libra. One day he loves me, one day ghosted. Ooh, I don't like that kind of energy. If someone's like in and out, up and down like that, playing games, I wouldn't be waiting for him. I'd be like, bye. Don't confuse, guys, don't confuse like soulmate, twin soul especially. Those connections aren't like that. That's different. It's not the same as someone being hot and cold. Remember that, guys. There is, people go into running, chasing, and there is separation periods, but it's not the same. It's going to be deep emotional things that you can tie to a specific event that things blow up because of wounds. What's coming in? Guys, we all need to be looking at that really soon. What's coming in 2021? Woo! I'm telling you. A lot. Not like a lot. Coming for Cheryl in 2021. Shirley in 2021. Sorry, I was calling you Cheryl. It's Shirley. Cheryl, Shirley, Cheryl. Sorry. So you've got the Chariot card coming out. That's a beautiful card of balancing and moving forward. You're ready to take on some new challenges, but to get there right away, the first thing I want to say is you're starting. Here's what's exciting for you. You're just now starting to. This is the Two of Swords, but on this side, she's focusing in on. She's starting to face things. You're starting to face your true self and what you truly desire, and that sort of card carries you into this Chariot energy, Major Arcana, right? It's Cancer energy. It's a card of definitely forward movement, but you notice sometimes it's like to get there, the focus is on those two horses and how there has to be that again. It's all about the balance, the duality, and our dual nature. Okay, and the fact that you have to be someone who is not just when things are great and in the light, able to get to have forward movement, but also someone who can sort of straddle both and who can deal with some of their own darkness and the shadow, quote unquote shadow work that we all have to do. You do have the Justice card in reverse right now. That can be a little bit of some karmic retribution. And I don't like to focus on things like karmic retribution because the fact is we all have it, we've all dealt with it, and it just is what it is. For you, it looks like a little bit of this, though, is really about just acknowledging that, you know what, I have to be stepping into the love for myself, but not based on anyone else. Like you've got the Five of Swords here, which is a little bit about how our own egos can sometimes be our worst enemies, and releasing releasing the desire to win at all costs, and also releasing the desire to succeed at other people's, like having Schadenfreude a little bit. What's an example of Schadenfreude? People who are more happy to see Donald Trump lose, like when the Supreme Court said, no, we're not going to hear your case because it's all a bunch of BS. People who are more happy to hear Donald Trump lose than they are about seeing themselves or whoever wins win. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of Schadenfreude, and I get it. I'm with you on that. But, like, at the same time, it's like taking pleasure at other people's demise when they deserve it. It doesn't matter if they deserve it. Like, it's still not always good to take pleasure at that type of thing. And I'm not saying you're doing that, but I'm saying those are the type of things that it looks like are coming up in the next few weeks for you. I don't know how. Maybe it'll be in dealing with certain family members. There's something, workplace. And what you want to do, be aware when faced with that karma that kind of says, are you going to be the bigger person, or are you going to, be aware that it's like almost like a karmic test, and it's your opportunity to step into a new growth place and to not let someone pull you into a place of sort of, this is an energy that you want to get flipped. You want to get some good karma being built up. And a little bit of this is coming from when we get hurt by people, it's almost like, they deserve what they're getting. But it really doesn't serve us to be that kind of person, right? Who is looking for the revenge. And I don't think you are, but I think there might be situations where you're going to have an opportunity to laugh, or you're going to have an opportunity to honestly, feel empathy and send love, light, and healing to a person. Take the high road, take that opportunity, because that's what's getting you to a place where you can actually use some of your good karma to sort of, it's going to attract the right people to you, is what it feels like. Because the Three of Cups is kind of an energy of collaboration, but in this deck, she's offering gratitude to Source, like to the gods or to the spirit world. So it's saying, start with gratitude, start with being the example, start with attracting good karma. And as you do that, you're also going to attract in the right things, the right people in the next year to help your life move in the right direction. You've got so much potential with these two cards sort of as bookends, right? The Chariot and the Three of Cups, both really good cards for 2021. But the stuff in the middle says, be careful of the test, be careful of the test that can pull you into sort of some tough karma. You want to be the one who's choosing to attract good karma into their life and toward themselves. And it's really going to be, 2021 is going to be begin and end with our own choices, right? Like, it's not about what the world is doing. It's going to begin and end with our own choices. I saw a meme the other day that said, all the water in the world can't sink a ship unless it gets inside the ship. And what that means is, all the water in the world cannot sink a ship unless it gets inside the ship. What it means is, don't let all the BS you're seeing going on in the world invade you and change who you are and affect you. Everybody else in the world can be going nuts. But if you're not allowing that energy into you and into your being and into who you are, that's what matters, right? And so that's kind of the test that we're all on as we move into 2021. But specifically, you're going to see on a much more micro level, you're going to see those kind of tests in your life as we move into the new year. Okay. All right, guys. I think that was it for readings. Did I miss anyone? Did anyone else send a payment that I missed? Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm not doing any more tonight, but we're going to do some giveaways like I did on Wednesday for next week. I'm going to play some games now, and whoever wins the games can win a free reading for next week. That way, the reason I'm doing it that way is because that way everyone can play. Even if you purchased a reading, you can still play tonight, and you have a chance to win a free reading. But if you just got a reading, it'll be for the next time. So everyone who's here has a chance to win a free mini reading, but you won't actually get the mini reading until the next broadcast, which is either going to be Friday or Sunday. Okay, so let's do it. I've got a couple things. I'm doing 3 of them, and I know what cards I want to use already. We're doing the guessing game. Hold on. Welcome, Shirley. Thank you. Hold on, guys. Okay. So I'm going to hold up my card that I picked. I've got a Major Arcana card in my hand, and I want you to guess the card in the chat. And whoever guesses the Major Arcana card in my hand in the chat wins a free reading for next time. Go. Not the Sun. Dang, a lot of you guys are on a delay. A lot of you guys are on a delay. Major Arcana card. Major Arcana card. None of those. Jane got it. Hermit. Way to go, Jane. Okay, so Jane, next broadcast, you got another free reading. Way to go, babe. All right. Guys, we're about to start over. So anything you have already guessed, wipe the slate clean. We're starting right now. And, oh, wait a minute. Christina just got it the minute I held this up, the star. So, okay, stop, guys. No more guesses. Christina, you got it, the star. So Jane and Christina so far have won. Hermit and Star. Jane and Christina so far have won. So let's start over. I'm going to do one more card in just a second. No more guesses count right now. And I'm gonna hold up one more card, and then starting now, you can guess what that. I think Christina must be on a delay. She doesn't even know she won. She's still putting up guesses. Okay, I'm gonna hold up one more card, and you guys get to guess what it is, and one more winner for next time. Go ahead. Major Arcana, by the way. Major Arcana. If you already guessed it, you can put it in again because you may have guessed it at the wrong time. Priscilla Ann got it. It's the Magician. Magician, Priscilla Ann. So Jane, Christina, and Priscilla Ann got it. You guys are winners. You're all winners in my book. No, seriously though, you are. You guys are all winners because you're probably among a very, small group of people in this world who are woke. Literally woke. Not politically woke, but woke, okay? And that's good. And we need to be like spiritually woke and on our path and focusing on what's important and what's really important in this world. So next time, I'm probably going to do $20 next time too. I usually do like either 22, 22, 20, something like that. So there you go, Danielle. There you go. And yeah, for those of you who were not able to get on the list for a reading tonight, I'm sorry. I go as long as I can, and then I can just feel when it's done. And it was done probably like 20 seconds ago. It was like done. So I hope you guys have a great week. Make it a good week. If your Monday wasn't so great, make Tuesday better. And I'll see you guys soon. I believe you. I believe you guys. All right, you guys have a good night.